We call this channel the Lazarus Cars. We're about to bring one back from the dead for the first time. So we got a big block, 454, that I'm gonna put in here. It's got a 4-speed manual. It's a 4x4. Gonna redo, I think I'm gonna redo the interior. It's not in bad shape. Like there's some, honestly it's still strong. It just kind of like cracked here a little bit, but if I'm going as far as to restore it like I am, like I'd like to make sure that it's done right. It's got a hole through the floor, so I'm gonna, first things first, I'm gonna take the whole cab off of the truck. I'm gonna pick it up, bring it inside the shop to fix it. Gonna get a box for it. It's on 40-inch Super Swampers. So currently in it is a 305. It's out of a, I believe, a 1980 something Camaro. It did come stock with a 305. There's airbrushing by the old owner. He's actually really good. He has it in the rims. I'm thinking about keeping it. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the color scheme that he's got going on too. My hood is also, I'll show you guys this. So here's the hood. Like this thing is glass painted. He is an auto body tech, the guy that sold it to me. And then I got a box full of just spare parts, like spare valve covers and stuff for the big block. It's water pump, full gasket kit for it. As part of the deal, I actually got PPG. Got a whole gallon full of just black paint that the guy threw in for free for me. So I was planning on painting it black anyways. So that'll say it. I got a bunch of, so here's some cab hinges, door hinges, sorry. I don't know why I said cab hinges. The stock hubcaps, all the intakes, some trim pieces. So it came, so he's got 40s on it, but it's at a stock ride height. But he gave me the body lift that it's gonna come with. So this is, I forget how tall this lift kit is. It's about a 2-inch body lift, just puck spacers. So I'm gonna run a 2-inch body. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna also run I'm still bouncing between a 4 or a 6-inch suspension lift kit from Rough Country is what I'm leaning towards right now. Skyjacker's on the table as well. Kind of found a kit that I liked on Rough Country, but we'll see what turns out. And then brand new in the box, Holly. There's my motor mounts for my swap carburetors in there. Brand new, still in the box. Got LED lights back there. I think that's everything in this garage. I'll go over to my other shop. That's my Jeep. So in here, I got 2 doors. So minus the flames and the scratching, actually the doors are from an American truck. So basically brand new doors. These ones are mechanical. Yeah, those ones are mechanical. The other ones that I have on the truck currently are power, so I'm thinking about keeping the power and swapping the mechanical, everything for it. Brand new fenders. The insides are painted that color, but we'll have to just repaint them black. I got a Scottsdale dash for it. In this box is all the chrome package, and there's a front grille. I actually have 2 front grills. This one was painted. I'll just repaint it back. I got a fuel cell and the wiring harness, rubber seals for like under the hood. There's another heater box, which means I might do the update, well, not an update kit, but the conversion to get rid of this entire unit and just run a heater box to it. Yeah, that's the truck. So as you can see, we got quite a bit of work to do. So Originally the plan was I was gonna get the engine started first, just to make sure that engine starts and runs. I've got it turning over, no problem. There's just some like electrical things to make it run. Like it was running and driving, just the guys let it sit. So the engine turns, and then I also thought, if I'm gonna be doing the swap, what's the point of wasting time to get that one running, just to take it back out? Because it's also not gonna, well, it might, but it might not fit through that door with everything on it as one piece, like lifted and everything too. It's for sure not gonna fit through the door. So the plan is, first things first, I'm gonna take the cab off. The cab's got floors that need to be done. I think in the inner rocker panels need to be done as well. There's outers on it, which I think he just tried to cover up. I'm probably gonna replace with some new ones as well. And then, yeah, floor pans. I'm gonna sandblast everything, strip all the paint. There's some firewall stuff that it had on it. I'm gonna fix all the stuff and then paint it all inside the shop. So I'm gonna paint the hood, the fenders, the doors, the cab, all together off the truck inside the shop. I also plan to get a box, which I'll do later. I'm painting it, there's no metallics or anything in the paint, so I'm not too worried about matching it or anything like that. It's all gonna come out looking the same. So I'm gonna paint all the panels off the truck inside my shop. Then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna move all the panels to a safe location, and then I'm gonna bring the frame inside, blast off all the frame. I got some repairs I gotta do. So there's a front snowplow harness. Gotta take the snowplow harness off. Some of the body mounting brackets need some plates welded on. So I'm gonna do any repairs, take things off, and basically just get it all ready. And then once it's ready, sandblasted paint, gonna do some brake lines, any fuel lines that I gotta do, and then I'm gonna put it back outside with the lift kit on. After the lift kit's on, I'm gonna put the cab, the fenders, and everything back on it, painted outside. Final product will be done outside the shop. So that's the plan. Today we're gonna start taking off the cab. So let's go figure that out. Okay, so taking off the cab. So first thing, I'm gonna undo some coolant lines, take apart all my AC, any electrical that's gotta come off here. Yeah, basically just all the electronics. And then brake boosters gotta come off, steering shaft's gotta come undone, all this electrical's gotta come out. And then my body mounts. Also, I got some parking brake cable. All my body mounts are loose. I believe they're already on the new pucks. Yeah, the new pucks are already in there, so that's not too hard to get off. And then once they're ready, I will call in a friend that's gonna help me pick up the cab with a crane to get it out of the way. So let's start doing that. Okay, end of day one. So far we've accomplished all the harnessing is off. Everything's still bolted to the cab. So this is staying on, going out with the cab. I do have to undo my two brake lines. Gotta get steering shaft out, vehicle speed sensor, and the park brake cable down here. Once that's done, you're ready to take the cab off. So end of day one. Tomorrow we'll take back over. Just got to get the rest of that stuff done. Parking brake cable, speed sensor. Another thing I forgot to say is I took the whole starter out when I was taking the harness out, so that's out of the way. And the body mount bolts are just sitting in there. They're not tight. So once I get the park brake cable, the brake lines, steer shaft, speed sensor all disconnected, the cab's gonna be ready to come up. So tomorrow that's what we'll try to get done. And tomorrow also I might actually start building the rack that's gonna hold my cab while I move it and work on it in the shop. So stick around for that. And yeah, we'll get more done. Okay, day two. What we're gonna do today is I bought all the materials here to build a cart to put the cab of the truck on. Once I get it off, I have to be able to move it around and work on it inside the shop. Honestly, I can probably have it ready by the weekend to come off. So let's take care of this so that way everything's set up for the weekend and I can have someone come and help me. We're gonna turn this into a square box on wheels. That's it. That's the plan. So square box on wheels, chop saw. We got some screws, got the wheels and the wood. Can't see why this is going to be that hard. Let's get it going. All right, and here it is. So like I said, the cab is gonna go on top of this, so that way I'm able to just, example, kick it around the shop as I need it. So plan right now is we're gonna paint the cab, hood, fenders are gonna come in, doors are gonna be on the cab. Everything's gonna be painted inside here while it's not on the frame. And then later the frame is gonna come in and the frame is gonna get sandblasted, primered and painted, and then lift kit and an engine swap. This will go back outside. The frame and everything will be out there because I can't get the lift kitted truck and everything through the door with the cab on. We'll put the cab on outside and finish it up outside. So that's the plan. That's the end of day 2. Tomorrow we're gonna work on finishing the cab. And then, hey, I'm back. So I got some explaining to do. I don't know if you just saw that, but I got the cab off. So I got a bit of a story. I didn't get a lot of footage of it while it was happening, but basically I had a friend that was gonna come over on the weekend, and he owns a golf course. He had some tractors and stuff like that. And basically what happened was he showed up at my house on Friday night. He was supposed to come on Sunday, and he said, hey, plans changed, I can't come on Sunday. I can come down in 10 minutes and we can get it off. So I didn't have a lot of time. My wife was out grocery shopping. I was watching my 2-year-old, so I was trying to manage a 2-year-old, this guy with a tractor that we were trying to lift off a cab. It didn't go the way it was supposed to by any means. Long story short, cab sitting here inside the shop. The wooden cart that I built didn't work out so well. So I didn't put a lot of cross bracing on it, and I was expecting it would be picked up straight and put down straight. The problem that happened was to get it up to clear, I don't know if you can see this here, see the lips on the side? Well, what was happening was the frame was here, up here, and the cab's down there. So we had to pick this up higher than the frame, and it kept getting caught. What I had to do was we had to angle it when we picked it up. So the whole cab was sitting on an angle like this. And when we tried to put it down, it started taking the wood and buckling it sideways until it couldn't handle it anymore. And it was a lot heavier than I thought. So that plan failed. It also didn't fit through the garage door while still being connected to the tractor because it was too high. So it went down on the ground. I put it onto my car dollies for right now. I'm gonna rebuild the wooden cart. And once I got the wood cart, I'm going to show you the new design that I've come up with for the wood cart. While it's on the ground, it's a little bit easier to design things because I can take better measurements of where everything is going to sit. So version 2.0 will be coming up soon, and I will show you that. Quickly walk you out to show you the truck. Here's the truck. So the bed is still on. To get more in-depth look. Nice 4-speed. I also learned I've got a PTO mount that I could always plumb in, so if I can get my hands on a PTO, I could do something pretty cool for this thing. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, back inside the shop. So here is the 454 Chevy big block. Unwrap it for you. He got the chrome polished headers, or intake manifold, sorry, that's gonna stay. These valve covers were just on while he painted the block. I am not gonna leave it this color because I don't personally like this color by any means. It matches nothing of what I'm doing. So I will be respraying the entire block. I have my Holly carb for it down here in one of these boxes. And you'll see that. Another thing, I don't know if I ever showed you guys, this is the bench out of that truck. And I vacuumed it because it was full of hair, but literally, like I got a few things because my kid was sitting on it today, but literally perfect. Like my plan originally was I wanted to change the entire interior. And here's the only little cracking. And that's it. That's on the driver's side for when you get in and out of the car. The original plan was I wanted to change the entire interior, but after seeing the condition of that, I don't know. I really don't want to let that go. Like it for OEM, like it looks really good. So that's an option. I might change it. I might keep it. One reason why I do want to keep it is the interior panels, like the burgundy red color, are already in here. They're not in bad shape either. I just need to get a hold of the armrests on it. And then new carpeting. I'm obviously going to need to get that as well. The dash is a burgundy color, but I do have a gray color as well. So I'm debating on it. Also, the trim package inside of here, these gray tabs, I've got the Scottsdale package for this car that's going to go all around the body on it. So I might keep this interior. Let me know what you think. I will think about that. I also got to repaint the insides of the doors. I want them, if I am keeping it red, I need to keep the inside of the door panels black to make it all stand out a little bit more. And here's a bit better shot of inside the cab of what we're dealing with. So the floor's up here now. There's our soundproofing. So you can see they have the, these are like protector mats that go down underneath so that when your feet drain off with salt and everything in it, it doesn't ruin the floors. Unfortunately in this one, the floors didn't come, like the covers didn't come over to this corner. So from what I can tell, I don't have a flashlight on me right now, but what I can tell is the floor pan, which I've already ordered, looks like it's gonna butt up to the rocker panel. Now they're brand new rockers, but you can tell the guy who did it, he just screwed them on. I'm actually gonna properly weld them in and line them up. Like you can see the gap there. He literally just like self-tapper screwed that and the cab corners in. So I am gonna clean all this up to get it all off, redo all of that, and then I'm gonna weld everything in. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see anything down under here, but you can see the old stuff. Most of that, again, like I have a sandblaster, then I'm gonna blast all this stuff out and roll the cab backwards, repaint it all. You know, like I said, it's a lot of work. This side's a bit better, also because not as many people. Again, too, like around the door, see the bubbling? Got new parts for that. Got a brand new door. Let's see what this side looks like. See, the floors are here, like everywhere else, like amazing shape. Just along the doors right here, they got away from them. But that's what we're here to do. I said it's not gonna scare me. This is why I took on the project. Like honestly, to do floors, to fix the things, do things properly, and then for what I'm gonna get out of it, by all means, it's worth it to me. So there we go. I've owned the truck for 1 week now, and I've got the cab of it sitting in here. So like I said, plan is restore the cab. Once the cab's done, I'm gonna paint it, gonna paint my hood, got new fenders, gonna repaint all the new doors, figure out what I'm gonna do with this interior stuff here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it the same. And then pretty much once I'm done with that, we'll move on to the little mechanical 454 big block swap. Stick around, like, share, subscribe, and follow along if you want to see how this K10 project turns out. Thanks.